and welcome to Take 5 with the Regional Chamber. I'm Kim Calvert. Our 26th annual Athena Award Dinner was a huge success with nearly 500 people in attendance to witness the announcement of the 2018 recipient, Dr. Elisabeth Young. Dr. Young is a professor of internal medicine and the dean of the College of Medicine at NeoMed. We were able to catch up with her last week to talk about what led her into medicine and the excitement surrounding the Athena Award.
Please join me in again congratulating Dr. Elisabeth Young.
To say Dr. Elisabeth Young was surprised to hear her name announced as the recipient of the 2018 Athena Award would be an understatement. She says she's never been so surprised in her life.
As they began to talk about the award winner, I was listening, thinking, okay, this is great. I can't wait to see who it is. All of a sudden they said something about medical students. And my husband took my arm and I went, oh my gosh. And I can tell you from that moment to the moment I was standing on the stage, I have no recollection.
The entire evening was incredibly special for Dr. Young. 2 of her 4 grown children were able to join her, as well as her husband, her parents who are in their 80s, and several colleagues and friends.
I said to somebody, the last time I felt this way was at my wedding, when you felt like people came out just for you, and you were sort of just in awe. The evening is so beautiful. Everything was absolutely lovely, and there were so many people.
Dr. Young has more than 30 years of experience in the medical field. She found herself in medical school because people encouraged her to apply, and she got in. She opened her own rheumatology practice in Boardman after completing her fellowship. She said there weren't a lot of women in med school at the time, or in medicine in the Valley, but the few that were here supported and helped each other.
There were a group of women here in Youngstown. We were all young, starting our practices, different fields. We came together, and it was at a time when we were trying to navigate what it was like to be in the Society of Medicine in this community, to work at hospitals, to have children and raise children. Some of us had spouses that were physicians, some didn't. And we shared a lot of stories and vented and supported each other over a lot of years.
Dr. Young eventually closed her practice, and her career in medicine took her in many different directions, ultimately leading her back to NeoMed, where she had attended medical school. Now, as a professor of internal medicine and dean of the College of Medicine at NeoMed, Dr. Young helps guide aspiring doctors on their path. She gives out plenty of advice, but there are 2 things that she finds most important to pass along to women in any profession.
When I think about women specifically, they juggle so many roles, and there's no time when one role defines them as a whole person. It's the sum total of all of it: daughter, mother, wife, professional, gardener, cook, bottle washer. I mean, whatever it takes, lawn maintenance. You bring all of that to whatever you do, and I think it's important for women to not allow someone to define them by a title.
And secondly, when people say you can have it all, she counters with, you can have many things, but you will have to make very specific choices about the degree to which you have something and how you're going to prioritize it. For Take 5 with the Regional Chamber, I'm Leslie Davis.
Congratulations again to Dr. Young and all the 2018 Athena Award nominees. And now to Youngstown, where a local couple is working to bring a medium-sized music venue to the Valley. Nathan Offerdahl and his wife bought Westside Bowl in March with the idea of transforming it into an entertainment destination. The couple plans to rip out 8 of the 24 lanes to add a concert venue right inside the bowling alley. They got the idea from a similar concept in Cleveland.
For 20 plus years, my wife and I have bemoaned the fact that to see the types of bands that we want to book here, you have to go to Cleveland, or you have to go to Pittsburgh, or you have to go farther. And there's really no reason why, given the right set of circumstances, those bands won't play here. At the end of the day, a national touring band wants you to sign a guaranteed contract that says that you're going to pay them the amount of money that they need to get paid. So whether they play in Cleveland, or they play in Pittsburgh, or they play here, really doesn't mean anything to them.
Nathan hopes to complete the renovation by fall. Once it's done, the concert area will be able to accommodate between 500 and 750 people. They've already renovated the basement and are holding small concerts there. That space can hold about 150 people. We hope you enjoyed this edition of Take 5, and we'll see you again next week. With the Regional Chamber, I'm Kim Calvert.
Take 5 with the Regional Chamber is produced by Mahoning Valley Productions, where we tell your stories.